Good morning and welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. Loki's barking about something already. Yay! It's Saturday morning and it's time for our little ritual that we do together. I'm so glad that you joined me today. I just got back from a huge work conference yesterday and life has been just absolutely there's like a smudge on my glasses and it's really bothering me. Life has been really, really crazy. Well, so much for that. Last week I was out of work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I had my live stream on Saturday. And then there was Sunday, I did my secret project, which was is now being crushed by those boxes that just fell over. And I'm kind of worried about it. I'm sad. Worked on that on Sunday. Monday, did we work on Monday or were we off work on Monday? I can't remember. And then Tuesday, walking into work, walking into get out of my car, and I put my backpack on, and I got signs in my car that I gotta take into work. And anyway, it was cold outside, but not that cold. It had been freezing for the days prior, and this day it was a little bit warmer. But where I park, it's a parking garage, so the top layer had frozen. It was a solid sheet of ice. So I'm walking into work, slip on the ice, fall down. My glasses go flying across the parking lot. I'm sitting on the ground, soaking up all the water, in shock, just, oh my gosh. And then Wednesday, we had to finish up all the preparations for our big work conference. So it's this big annual conference that we put on every single year, but all of the people that I service, I do like client service work for a bunch of school administrators. We do it's insurance, but we're going to go and meet all of them on Wednesday for our conference, our big conference. Not a good day to fall on the ground. I think I was okay. I think I'm okay. I'm never okay, right? Hi, I'm Deanna. Welcome. Uh, but I go in and I was just like over it. I was so mad. The whole day was just busy, busy, busy trying to get everything done for the conference. And then I worked until 9 o'clock that night. 9 o'clock. And then Wednesday, we got up early in the morning and we had to go to the conference. So, hi, Derek. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. So glad you guys are here today. So, and then I was down at conference for the last 3 days. Got in yesterday. As soon as I got back, I was like, oh my God, I need a nap. Of course, I think I'm Wonder Woman. I think I'm Wonder Woman. And I think that I can just do it all. So, one of my favorite clients. So, you guys are familiar that I no, I walk dogs for Rover. One of my favorite clients called and they wanted me to come and walk their dog. And it's Kaya. She's a golden doodle and she's like a puppy. She's not a puppy anymore. She's 1.5 now. This is Penny, and she's being very needy because I was gone for 3 days. Um, but I wanted to go see Kaya. And she's like, I love her so much. So I was like, sure, I'll go see Kaya and walk her. But I didn't recognize that they said for an hour visit, not a half an hour visit. So a whole hour I had to go. So after my nap, and then I go to take care of Kaya, I'm driving down the road and I hear something under my car. Like, what is that? What's it? I don't remember like anything, nothing. Well, something happened to my muffler. So I'm like dragging part of my muffler behind my car. I like pulled over to the side of the road, looked underneath it. I'm like, oh man, like, what am I going to do? So I ran to the Family Dollar that was like right down the street and I got some duct tape. And I duct taped that piece of metal back up to where it was supposed to be. I'm like, this is going to have to do because I got to go see Kaya. So I went and saw Kaya, and it's been this week has been a crazy adventure ride in all the things. And it has just been, here I am, here I am. I have a tire that got something stuck in it or something. And every day, whenever I go to use my car, I have to put air in my tires because every day it is low on air. Thankfully, I have this like little thing that I keep in my car. It's like you charge it up and then you just stick it on your tire. It knows how to do it, and it just airs it up to the right level. And then by the next time I need to use my car, the air's all gone. But so today, after we get off here, the rest of my day will be, let's get this car taken care of because, yeah, and I need my life back. Man, it's been crazy, but we're going to talk more about this. I do need a new tire. I need 2 new tires, minimum 2 tires. Welcome, Miss Mary, and welcome, Misty. I'm glad that you joined us today. Penny is also joining us today. Huggy lots, Derek. Yes, so that's really been my life for like the last 6 months. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But first, we have to talk about Saturday morning ritual because that is what Will. Oh my God, nice to see you, Will. We have to talk about the Saturday morning ritual because that's what we're here for. That is what it is all about. So let's get it rolling. Let's get the Saturday morning ritual going. Oh, wait, I forgot. Hold on. Just, I've got a lot going. I also had to go the pet sit cats this morning before this. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Tell you someday I will be the best me I can possibly be. We can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can knee deep in what the world just falls apart. At the rise above before. We can. Alrighty. We're not there yet. You gotta wait. We're not at the mind body connection yet. So as I was saying, my life is pretty cyclical. It's yours is probably pretty cyclical too. It's a hard word for me today. With birthdays and holidays and routines, and you kind of do the same stuff over and over. And this huge conference that I just got back from yesterday, it marks like a huge milestone in my life. It's the end of my busy season at work, or nowadays we kind of say, what do you mean end of the busy season? Because it's really, we're out of like hyperdrive season, and now we're just into the regular busy season. And that's really important for me for a few reasons. Again, teaser. We're going to talk about that today. And I know that this is something that might impact you. And I've got some like things that are going to help you out. So you're going to have to stay tuned. But first, before we do that, we have to do the mind and the body connection, because movement is the human being's first language. Movements strengthen our neural pathways between the brain and the body. They just help us with learning and thought and creativity and intelligence and all of those things. So we need to get our blood flowing this morning. Tell me in the comments, what all have you done this morning since you woke up? Let's all talk about what we did this morning before we got here at our Saturday morning ritual at 9 o'clock. I don't know about you, but for me, a lot of stuff happens before 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. And this is kind of like a nice break. It's kind of just like refocus after I've done like my morning routine. And then I go into my like Saturday afternoon routine. So brain body connection, everybody that I see, that I've said hello to today, is part of the Derek's Journey Steps Challenge. So get up and just check your Fitbit or your tracker or whatever you have really quick. See how many steps you have. And we're going to see how many steps we can get while this little song rolls. So get up, move your body, get some steps in. Let's go. Are you going? Yeah, it's going. It's going.
Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body. There's no fire when I smoke. I ain't letting you go. I can see it shining like you can't say no. There's no fire when I smoke. I ain't letting you go. Go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body.
Yay! Yes, yay. Excellent day. Wow. I forgot that got my super secret project going on behind me, and it's kind of the boxes have collapsed on over onto it, maybe smushing it down, but I've got limited space. Not as much space in my office as there normally is. So good times, fun. Good times. So community, super important. Super important for friendship, camaraderie, hugs, support, learning, influence, acceptance, sharing, all of the things. That's why I do this, is for community, for all of you, for me. I mean, selfishly, yes, it is for me, just a little bit, but it's also for you. It's where we can all just, get together and share our successes and our setbacks and what we're learning about, anything really. I don't think that we need to keep it to weight loss, although mainly we are a weight loss support community. But first up, we want to talk about, would you please not need to be on my lap? I've got important things to do. These people have got important things they want me to talk about, Penny. Come on, go. She just wants to be in the show. She wants a shout out. Anyway, we're going to talk about our victories. And before we talk about our victories, first up, I just want to give a shout out to a special rock star. You might know this rock star, you might not know this rock star, but let's just take a look at this little clip while you guys share your successes in the comments. So let's do that really quick.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome. Today we're talking about losing weight after 60, and is it possible? Well, of course it's possible to lose weight. It all depends on how bad you want to lose weight. Now, at the very beginning in 2020, there I was 367 pounds, and I was quite heavy, as you can see. And I'm going to go back to some of my older photographs and put some up over the timeline there so you can see how really heavy I was. I mean, at one point when I was doing the band concerts in 2019, you're in a Charlie Brown shirt. I had like a pear-shaped body, and oh God, was I out of shape. I had no business doing any of that stuff there, but I was determined. Since 2020 came rolling along, and we did a few concerts in the lower common area, and I was so bad I couldn't even move left or right without my whole body hurting me. And I said to myself in that time frame, if I can't get myself on track, and there's got to be a better way. And that's how we've been very, very successful. No, you're never too old to lose weight. You're never too old to do anything in life. I'm 67. I'll be 60 in August, as I said. I do plan on going skydiving at some point when I feel as if I can. And that'll come in time. I want to still do some rock climbing and stuff like that. I just recently had my left hip out. It's coming along good. I'm already walking without the cane. I'm walking without the walker. It's only been less than 2 weeks. So I'm doing phenomenally well. But, I would definitely start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, regardless of where it is. We're going to work hard. We're going to trust our faith in God. We're going to believe in our faith, and we're going to just push on and get the weight off. Now, weight is a slow process, guys. I'm going to make no bones about it. You're going to have good days and bad days. You're going to have very bad months. You're not going to lose anything. I mean, again, last year I gained 40 pounds. So the latter half of the year, you know what? It is what it is. So just move on. Here we are, a new year, a new day. Every day's a new day. Every minute's a new minute. You just keep gloat over. You keep living in the past. So you have to move on to the future if you want to live. I mean, you want to live, certainly. you're never too old to lose weight. You're never too old to do anything in life that you want to do. I saw an 87-year-old lady that just recently got her master's degree over there in college, in a community college. So, I mean, if she can do it at 87, she's never going to use that master's degree to get a job or anything, but who the heck knows? If she's got a sharp mind at 87 years old, you can achieve anything you want in life. So you're never too old to learn, to try anything new. So I hope this encourages you today about, are you ever too old to answer your questions, to lose weight, or do anything in life? No, you're not never too old. You're going to have the heart, the willpower, and the drive, and believe in your faith. And again, I can't stress this enough. If you don't believe in God and you don't believe in Jesus, that's fine. Just believe in yourself that you know you can do this. And I know you can do this. And
Exactly. He's got, words of wisdom there. You are never too old. All you need to do is believe in yourself and you can do this. Sometimes it is so hard to believe in ourselves. I know that it's something that personally sometimes I struggle with, but we just need to believe in ourselves, really. And it is possible. He's the rock star of the week. I mean, I saw his video and it was just so touching to me. I'm going to link it down in the description of this video after it gets on air, and it doesn't let me link it before the stream for some reason. Or I just didn't know what I was doing because I was so tired. Anyway, because I edited it bad too, by the way, just calling myself out because, yeah, that's what I do. I don't care. Things go well sometimes and things don't go well sometimes. And that's just the way it is. So, big successes. Look how busy Will was with the dogs outside, and he checked the water to make sure it was full. Fed the barn cats. Got barn cats. I guess you don't have any barn rats. Getting ready to go lift and check 3-rep max on some core lifts. Derek cut and trimmed his beard, so he's somewhat productive. Cheryl, let's see what Cheryl was up to. She did a Fit Squad workout, chores, morning physical therapy and stretches. She's getting steps in, online projects, stuff ready for my live stream this afternoon. It's never end. Cheryl, you are a busy girl. Mary, she walked the dog and fed all the animals before the workout. Lots of dogs are happy today, huh? Misty walked the dogs in an hour boot camp, then shower and breakfast. See, we're all so busy. I also walked my dog this morning too, which he didn't get walks while I was gone, and he was ready to go. Ready. Very ready to go. Look at you. You outperformed everyone at work, but my body's paying for it. Well, but you had like 35,000 steps or something one day. I'm watching you, Derek. I know what you're doing out there. Awesome, by the way. Awesome. You're very inspiring person, Ron. Derek, you are. I believe in you. So, victories. That's an awesome victory, outperforming everybody at work. I mean, all these victories this morning of all the productive things that you have done. If you look back at your life and you think about before wanting to lose weight, what might a Saturday morning have looked like then? Maybe some of the things that you did today were the same, but how much of it is different? What has changed? Did you change it all at one time, or did you just incrementally add more things in as time goes on? Work is starting to pick up again, so the steps will definitely fall asleep. So me, I had a victory. According to Stride Kick, which I've only been on the Stride Kick app. So a Stride Kick app, for those that don't know, it's kind of like your Fitbit, but it's like a community app where you can do challenges and you can see your friends, and they have a leaderboard, and it's Fitbit kind of took that away. And you have to pay for the premium service now, I think, in order to do that. But Stride Kick is free. I'm sure they've got some paid things, but it's cool. And then everybody doesn't have to be on Fitbit, so they can have different tracking devices and still use Stride Kick. So you just hook up whatever your personal tracking device is, and then you can, encourage your friends and compete with your friends, or not compete with your friends, whatever you want to do. Or you can compete with strangers if you wanted to. But according to Stride Kick, I got my personal best step count on Wednesday of 23,444. So I thought, yay, that's a victory. Yay me. Woo, 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 woo. But I always like to kind of like reflect on these things and ask really, 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 really important questions. When you think about a success that you had this past week, does that victory inspire any new goals or aspirations? So, like for me, 23,000, that's a minuscule little step to 25,000. So, of course, it's going to inspire. Well, now I have to get a personal best to 25,000 because it's only 2,000 more. It's not something that I need to ever, do every day, but it is something that's a good goal to just include. Maybe I want to put that in because I'm doing quarterly goals. Maybe I just want to say one day in quarter 2, I want to beat my personal record. Or maybe I make it a number of 25,000. How can we use our moments of success as momentum for future growth? And I know it's a weight loss thing, but I don't care if it's in weight loss, because I think it's all connected. If it's, something in your personal life, or it's something in your work life, or something in your weight loss life, you can share it all here because it's all connected. Every part of our lives influences our weight loss or our weight wellness, our weight management. They're all connected. It's all connected. So you can celebrate whatever you want with me. I support you and encourage you, and I hope to motivate you. So think about these things. What new challenges do you feel inspired to tackle? How will you continue striving for personal excellence? Think about these things. Of course, I'm going to make you guys, think about it, type it in the chat while we look. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, yay. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you for all your successes. Welcome, Jess. I'm so glad you're here. Last night, whenever I got home, I was thinking, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? And then, like, out of nowhere, like this bright idea just popped in my head. And now I might go long. So I apologize. Some days I go short, some days I go long. Most days I don't go long, but today I might. So just little warning, if you have to drop off, I understand. That's okay. If you have to watch the replay, thank you. I love it when people watch the replay. It's so awesome. But next up is our pitfalls. Pitfalls. So, did anybody have any pitfalls this week that they want to share with us? Anything that we can learn from? Anything like that? I think that failure is just part of anything. It's part of anything. We didn't learn to walk without falling down. We didn't learn to ride a bike without falling down. We didn't even learn math without getting the wrong answer. None of it. Everything. We've had billions of failures in our lives. It's just part of the process. And you can't think anything of it. But the one thing that is helpful is how we can remind ourselves that everyone experiences failure at some point. So I'm going to tell you about 5 different mantras. Maybe one of them feels good to you. Maybe one like really speaks to you. And you can use that to the next time that you have a setback to kind of just be a good reminder. So one is setbacks are temporary. My determination is permanent. This just helps, to let you know that they come and go. Setbacks come and go, but it's the strength of your resolve to overcome them that's just completely more important. The second one, failure is not the end, it's just a stepping stone to growth and resilience. It's always, that's one of my favorites. It's always, I'm just learning. I'm just learning. It's a great lesson. Way to go. It's like, I'm just getting better every single day. That's all I'm doing. I'm just getting better every day. Every time here's another thing I get to learn. Yay. I embrace setbacks as part of the journey towards success. I embrace setbacks as part of the journey towards success. Natural, necessary steps in the path. It's just, kind of what happens. Number 4 is I am not defined by my setbacks. I am defined by my resilience. My resilience. Just remind yourself of all of that inner strength and resilience that you have in the face of all this adversity that we have in our lives. They don't diminish your worth or your potential. We talk a lot about worth, but potential. Setbacks don't diminish your potential or your worth. Or your worth. Every setback, number 5, meaning meow. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. I rise stronger each time. Yeah, because who doesn't like a comeback? Who doesn't like a comeback kid, right? Use this. It's a good way to cultivate a mindset of perseverance and determination. Just helps to know that it's just going to propel you forward. It's going to serve you in a good way for great strength and awesomeness. So it's a good way to provide comfort or, motivate you during challenging times and just remind yourself that this is normal. It's part of the process and that you're strong enough to overcome them. That's the one thing we kind of sometimes forget, how strong we really are. But we are really strong people, really strong. So write them on the wall. I don't know, put them on your mirror, set random reminders in your phone. Because you never know when a setback is really gonna happen. So I'm gonna ask you some important questions while I play the next song. Important questions for you to journal about. Maybe you want to just write them down, and later in the week when you have more time, you want to, ponder them. Maybe you just want to read the questions before you get in the shower and just have shower thoughts. There's many ways to journal. Journaling isn't just pen on paper. Maybe you just want to read it right before you get in the car on your commute and just have something to kind of, think about. Baby.
Have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not, says who? Yeah, you can make it too. If not, says who? You can make it. You had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it too.
Burn my nose.
If not says who, you can make it.
See, look at Misty there. She is doing part of what this community is all about, and she is helping out a friend. And that, my friends, is what I want us to be here for each other, to give each other, just hints and tips and tricks and things to think about differently, maybe something that we didn't think about. And Misty, I guess you're just going to be the rock star too today, because that's what it's all about, is helping other people, is to be there for our friends and support them and encourage them. And that really just touches my heart to see something like that happening in the chat live. You're all very, very special people to me. And I love to see this. And I have a lot, so I don't want to stop and all the things. It's a learning lesson. How to balance our calories, when to eat, all of those things. This is a true statement. Definitely. The lunchbox is a little too small. I have a backpack you could use. Buy a bigger one. Bring some extra bags. Use an Aldi bag. You can use an IKEA bag for a lunch bag. That'd be a lot of food. You could bring 12 watermelons, something like that. Even if I'm starving, I can push through it if I want to. That is the biggest thing, if I want to. That's hard, though. It's really hard if we push through, even whenever we're starving, because once we get to that point of over hungry, our decision-making processes in our brain are not as good. We just can't make decisions the way that we normally would be able to make decisions. And we might make choices that are not the best for us. So I say that's a very dangerous line to walk whenever you're going to over hungry. Of course, you got to know yourself. You got to know what's going to be not good for you. For me to get to that point of over hunger is never, ever, ever going to be a good thing. So I don't do it. Not at all. So the topic of the week that we're going to talk about today, I was telling you guys about how busy I've been for all these months at work. It was our, crazy, crazy, crazy busy season. And the annual conference marks pretty much the end of the busy season. Now that it's over, we can finally sit back and just breathe. A lot of times during my busy season at work, I am doing my best I can to just maintain my healthy habits that I've built, with drinking water, sleeping, tracking calories if I'm tracking calories, getting my exercise in, all of those things that I talk about all of the time, my healthy habits. I'm just doing my best to maintain those. But now that my busy season is over, I have more mental capacity. I have more energy. I have just more of me to give to my weight loss. So now it's I focus on me during these next 6 months. It's been one of those things that I've had to learn, it's a balancing act. How to give in the right ways to achieve my goals. So when you're preparing for a marathon, Jess knows all about preparing for a marathon. Weight loss is kind of like preparing for a marathon sometimes, because it can take a long time. It can take a really long time. Some people do it fast. Some people take a long time. Everybody's different. But we want to make sure that we're setting the pace. It's really crucial for our performance and endurance, all of these things. So these are tips. These are actual tips that are for people training for a marathon. But I think that they are weight loss related. Start slow, finish strong. It's essential to begin the race at a conservative pace, especially during the first few miles. Starting too fast can lead to early fatigue and make it difficult to maintain momentum later in the race. Aim for a pace that feels comfortable and sustainable, allowing your body to warm up gradually. We were talking about this last week. When we're talking about Quitter's Day and how people at the beginning of the year, they want to do everything. They want to cut out all the bad foods. They want to do all of the exercise. They want to drink all of the water. We're not going to have any alcohol. And, they just go crazy off the rails instead of just starting slow and finishing strong. Nice conservative pace so that you don't get fatigued. Just being, just comfortable, sustainable. That's all we're going for. So, second tip, follow a race plan. Create a plan that outlines what your target pace for the journey. What is it? And it says in here to take in factors such as terrain, weather conditions, your own fitness level, and stick to your race plan as closely as possible. So for me, my race plan, my weight loss plan, it allows for that in my busy season, quote unquote, busy season, I'm not going to have huge weight loss. It's not maintaining is sometimes as good as it's going to get during that time of year. But then whenever the terrain, I'm not so busy, I have more bandwidth, I have more capabilities to really focus and push myself, then I can have great weight loss. That's my race plan. Another one that we talk about all the time is listen to your body. Pay attention to your body signals throughout the journey. If you start to feel fatigued or, burnt out, maybe you just need to ease back on your pace a little bit and focus on maintaining for a bit. You're trying to do too much too fast. Maybe you need to take on a little bit less. If you've got a lot of stuff going on, don't let not being able to be 100% demotivate you. Just be like, okay, cool. I'm listening to my body. I can't do everything all the time. Even though I think I can, I can't. That's it. She never lets me hold her like this. Never, ever. Like she normally wants to squirm and get away. She is so needy. Oh my gosh. And her fur is all in my nose. She's very sheddy. Use mile markers and split times. Monitor your progress at regular intervals using mile markers or split times provided along the course. It can help you gauge whether you're on track and you're going to make your goal time, and do you need to make any adjustments. So has anybody ever done that before? And with their weight loss, kind of said, I can't do this. I do not like to use the mile markers because the mile markers just throw me for a loop. But that's just me. But sometimes we're like, okay, I need to lose 20 pounds by XYZ. And you're like, okay, I made it to the first 5 at the end of the month. That's exactly, I'm right on pace. And then, the next month, so on, so on. So that works for some people using mile markers and timing and all that stuff. Another big thing. Yes, more veggies. More veggies, more protein. More veggies, more protein. That's my life. More veggies, more protein. Conserve energy for key points. Save your energy for key points in the race. such as hills or challenging sections of the course. Instead of pushing yourself to sprint up hills, focus on maintaining a steady effort and using proper form to conserve energy. So that's kind of like with conserve energy for key points. Christmas is a key point in weight loss. Uh, Vacation season is a key point. So, in anytime like school's on break or something like that, you want to conserve your energy because that takes a lot out of us. Whenever we've got kids at home or a lot of extra to-dos on our list like we do at Christmas time. So if we conserve our energy for those key points and just make sure that we're using our proper form, so we're sticking to our healthy habits. See how isn't this clever? That's why I told you guys I might go over. But really, Katie, come on. Yay. But save your energy for those key points. I just think that's a good tip. It's something worth thinking about and how that kind of would apply to you in your life. Practice, practice, practice. So, practice. We're constantly practicing. We're constantly in practice. And just think of it as practice. This year, you might want to try something different. Maybe last year you tried to just do these, crazy sprints instead of just maintaining an even keel. Sometimes whenever we sprint really, really fast and we're trying to go super hard, once we get done going super hard, all of that goes away and we lose the progress that we made during that sprint because we can't breathe. We can't catch our breath. We can't do anything because we were sprinting too hard versus just going at a nice, consistent pace. It's like the turtle in the hare type situation there. So practice different tempos, practice different speeds, practice how much you can do and learning when to pull back and when to really push forward, all of that. That's practice. Figuring out what really works for you and when it works for you, because it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Yes, I like that. Beautiful. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. Trust your training. Have confidence. And then the training and the preparation that you have done. I think that in our heads, and there is some science, but I don't have it available to me today to back this up. But when you have confidence in what you're doing and the way that you're eating and the exercise and the habits that you're forming, and you trust in that, you can have greater success than whenever you are questioning, second guessing, thinking, oh, a different plan will be a better plan. All of this stuff, having mental toughness and confidence in what you've chosen can get you better results. It's a mind game sometimes. Having that mental toughness to just push through those challenging moments. Sometimes that's all it's all about. Just depends. But we just want to, make sure that we're being conservative, following a good plan, listening to our body, using pacing as a strategy. There are times when we can do a little bit more, and there's times when we have to do a little bit less. But we can, and I think that's a huge lesson for weight wellness and weight management over time, because we're all going to hit our goal weight at some point in time. But we can't just stop thinking about these things. We're still going to have these healthy habits that we're implementing, or that weight creep is going to show up in our lives. And these skills, they're all really important. Yeah, sometimes we're going to just, whatever, nothing. And then other times we're gonna, remember that we're still on this journey, we're still on this path. It's a skill, it takes practice. It really does. I think it takes, and for some people, these skills are easy. And for other people, these skills are harder to master. It's okay. Everybody does things differently. Some think of, anything that you've done in your life. It's just like that. It's just like that. So the most important thing here is that we just be patient with ourselves as we're practicing, as we're learning this balance of life and how to get it all done. Ah, don't feel exactly. There's no room to feel bad about it. That's just life. We cannot do it all the time. We just need to be grateful. Yep. That we're still moving forward at any pace. At any pace. We're moving forward. We're doing the things. We're doing it. We're still here. We're still showing up for ourselves. And that's a victory. That's victory. So, of course, if we're not planning, we are failing. So, looking back at life, this is the big question. What are some things that kind of caught you by surprise? And what have you done in order to prepare in advance for them? So, and this is kind of brought on by Misty because she moved to this awesome apartment, except for one little hiccup that the power goes out all the time. For whatever reason, power goes out all the time. And I can't imagine how frustrating it could be to have the power go out all the time. And I was like, well, maybe you need to get a little generator. And that's, you look back and you think, well, this sucks. Is there anything that I can do moving forward? Maybe I can get a generator. It's something to think about. Maybe I want to try that out. What has caught you by surprise? And is there anything that you can do to prepare in advance? I like to have soup on hand in my kitchen so that I know that whenever I'm sick, I have options that are yummy and tasty that I will eat that are healthy versus going for the unhealthy stuff, which is what I tend to lean towards whenever I'm sick. I want everything unhealthy. So I need to have those convenient. Convenient is the key word here, convenient. More than heated up is not going to work for me. It's got to be, all you got to do is heat it up. I need to have that available for whenever I don't feel so good. I know I've learned this over the time. That's one thing. And it took me a long time okay, first I had to become aware of it, step one. Step two was I had to accept it. Step three was I had to have it more than just an idea in my head. And then I had to go through the trial and error process of, nope, I thought I would want that food when I was sick, but I didn't want that food. Let's try different food. And then finally, I found 3 or 4 or 5 options that, yeah, they fit all of the boxes that I need whenever I'm sick. But it took a long trial and error period in order to get there. So again, that whole learning thing, whatever. So let's think about this. Looking back at life, what were some things that caught you by surprise and what have you done to prepare in advance for that?
Took some time, but we pointed out that tomorrow isn't here right now, baby. An absent mind came to roam around. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, When we fall, we get up and go, baby. The way they think is paradoxical. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear in the shadows I lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Oh man, I am getting ready to go. You guys, thank you so much. This wouldn't be possible without you. I appreciate you so much, so very, very much. Please share this out into the world so we can get it bigger and better and more awesome. But it truly is just something I absolutely love. And I love that you guys come and join me for this Saturday morning ritual. I don't know. Anyway, you guys know. Remember to focus on your own path, your own journey, and your own pace. You've got to just trust yourself and, most importantly, enjoy the process. It's wonderful, really, whenever you embrace it and use it for what it is. If you don't know Ron at Ron's Keto Cafe, go ahead and check him out. If you don't know the awesome, amazing creators that were here today in the chat, you need to check them out because each one of them is amazing, admirable people, and very special to me. So check them out, please. And don't forget to leave a comment on this because, blah, 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 YouTube stuff, help this stuff. Anyway, thank you again. I'm going to remind you, focus on your own path, your own journey, your own pace. Trust yourself and you enjoy the process.
We can knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, we can.
Wait, no, we're not leaving yet. Hold on, I did it wrong. We can't leave yet. Here we go. Wait, hold on. See, I had that comment up and you guys couldn't see the little question at the bottom. There you go. Here you go. All better. Bye.
We can. Come on, let yourself be free. Come on, your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body.